Hello folks, Foxglow back again. This episode will be about the lore that I've found so far. Regarding the timeline, I've now found 6, I know that's not many, out of the 28 data vaults. I've just done one just now, as you see in front of me, it's all completed. And I thought I'd just show, where are we? The timeline so far that I've got. So we go to the encyclopedia, go to timeline, and here we have it. I've still got obviously 1, 2 to find. I found number 3, 4, 5, 6, number 7, and so on. I've actually found not quite the beginning, but the end one as well, which is cool. But let's go through it and we'll have a look at the lore. Well, why isn't she speaking? Oh, I'm not in a ship. Oh damn, yeah. But I'm not. I'm on the outside. Hold on. Let's do that again. You got to be in the ship to hear it, which is a bit silly, but never mind. Let's start that again. So you won't hear it if you're not actually on in the pilot's inside the ship. If you've got the outside view.
The Terraformer project begins. In the wake of the USCSS Winter Blossom's discovery of an entirely empty alien jump gate network, there were immediate and numerous calls for a colonization program. While rendering planets suitable for human habitation was possible with then modern Terran technology, it was still slow and arduous. Instead of sending human crews out for decades to complete this task, fleets of intelligent robot vessels, terraformers, were designed and built to complete it with speed, efficiency, and far less risk. Over the course of 30 years from 2066 AD, the first, second, and third terraformer fleets were sent out into the network to terraform a dozen planets inside their stars' biospheres.
This is so cool the way they've done this. I'm really going to attempt to find them all. I really am. So that means scouring every single sector. So yeah, it's going to take a while.
Of the Federation. Building themselves up from nothing after facing complete annihilation by the terraformers in the terraformer conflict, the Argon spread throughout the Jumpgate network at a far slower rate than the original Terran settlers. During this time, there were of course many disagreements over the direction of the Argon people, leading to the secession of both the Hatikva Free League and Free State of Solara from Argon Prime leadership. Despite their differences, however, they were able to join in an alliance, and in 241 NT, the Covenant creating the Argon Federation, with Argon Prime at its capital, was signed.
That's so cool.
200 years of Cold War. Following the initial and somewhat failed founding of the Community of Planets, there were years of Cold War between the Argon and the Boron, and the Pyramid and the Split. Though all races saw moderate economic growth and technological achievement, it was fueled predominantly by the necessity to be ready for war. This Cold War state was finally broken in 489 NT when the Pyramid, after much long and difficult diplomacy, agreed to join the Community of Planets. Though for another 25 years, the Split Patriarchy stubbornly believed they could stand alone, they too were brought into the fold. In 515 NT, when the second formal founding of the Community of Planets was completed.
Cool. I do remember playing the first games, and that really relates to them, to the X3 and X2 Beyond the Frontier. It's cool.
Tensions build over AGI usage. In the centuries since Nathan Argon destroyed the jump gate leading to Sol, Terrans had fostered a deep distrust of any and all artificial intelligence, something that, despite the threat posed by the Xenon, had not been mirrored by the Community of Planets. The Terrans made it quite clear that they would not allow their mass-produced ships to be artificial intelligently controlled, nor would they allow artificial intelligently controlled ships to enter their space. Additionally, they bid the community to allow computer-controlled ships to be inspected by the AGI task force for any potentially dangerous intelligent systems. The community of planets refused, strictly determined that AGI never again become a threat to Sol. The Terran government ordered the USC and ATF to fly into Argon space.
So cool.
The Alliance of the Word.
This is new.
In 801 NT, 19 years after the death of the community of planets, messenger drones from Sacred Relic appeared in Argon Prime and Kingdom End, bringing word from the Paranid that they were attempting to find out the reason for the shutdown and send any aid they could. These Paranid called themselves the Alliance of the Word, offering some kind of communication between star systems, even if interstellar travel was no longer possible. The Alliance of the Word still operates in Sacred Relic to this day, sending automated scouts to systems still trapped outside the newly connected Jumpgate network, in the hope that they may find out who has survived the dark times and send aid to them if necessary.
This might be something for the future, which is cool.
The Gate network stabilizes. In the 20 years after first reports of reopened jump gates arrived in Sacred Relic, the Alliance of the Word continued to study jump gates and as many unstable warp anomalies as they could for any pattern or reasoning behind the instability of the system. Though they were unable to garner much, they were able to find a noticeable pattern. As time passed, more and more gates were not only remaining open, but also stable. By 820 NT, they had gathered enough data to be able to confirm publicly that the new Jumpgate network was completely safe to traverse.
That's cool, and that's presumably the last one of the I can't see that's might be, because that says down whether there are going to be any more coming, I don't know. But yeah, I've got loads to find, and that's so cool looking at the lore. So I thought I'd record my progress in how much I'd found in the timeline, which is fun, finding them all now. My OCD now will trigger in, and I want to find all the rest so I can see the whole story. So there's my little motley crew. I bought myself a Gorgon as well, as you see below, and I've got the Odysseus all checked up. I haven't done any mods on it yet, but I will do soon. And I'm still opening up all the sectors. I've still got quite a few sectors to find or unlock. Let's have a look. I've still got to find Pious Mist 11, which is down here, Sacred Relic, which is down here. Is it? I think so. Under Pious Mist 4. Yeah, so I've got to find, expose those two, and also I've got 40 Logic. Last Vengeance I haven't got, I don't think, which is down here somewhere. So I've still got not quite a few, but a few to get. So, short and sweet, guys. That's just to show the lore I've discovered so far through the timeline business with these data vaults. It's really interesting. So, hope some of you find that interesting, and I thank you if you got this far, and I'll catch you in my next one.